Story time. Friends, boy do we love them. Why? I can't give you an answer. It might be just because of the excellent advice they give you, or just the sheer memories you guys share together, or probably it's the laughs you get when they end up doing something stupid. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the story about how my friend ended up getting into some shit and I had to help him out to dig him out of it. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this story takes place, I believe, on a Sunday. I know this because the new episode of Attack on Titan had just been released. You know, the season 3, Attack 9 to be exact. The one with the big booty Titan. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I had just gotten off of work and was ready to go home when all of a sudden the squad hits me up. To protect the identity of these people, we will be using undercover names so that you guys won't know who they are. The people I know won't know who they are. So, you got it? Good. Alright, so we're gonna call one Eddie and we're gonna call the other one Ice Cube. By the way, it's not really them. Pretty much what happens is Ice Cube brings up and he's asked if we're down to hang out today. And we all accept because we got nothing else to do. So we agreed to meet up at my place and it was cool. And you know, Eddie makes it to my place moments after, but like, out of the blue, he just leaves. Now this struck me as odd because the thing was, all three of us were supposed to hang out. And at this point, I was thinking, maybe they're gonna ditch on me and do their own thing. Which was fine by me because I was able to pull out the porn research for my anatomy class. A couple minutes pass and my dad shows up as well as Ice Cube and Eddie. So we all go to my room and begin to play Fortnite while Eddie and I begin to watch the new episode of Attack on Titan and we order pizza, you know, which my dad offered to pay for, which is pretty dope. Now, however, it wasn't until the last bit of the episode that Ice Cube begins to act strange. Like, he starts laughing out of nowhere, just kind of saying some dumbass shit. And just Eddie over here was also getting pretty worse at the game of Fortnite. That he was not bad, but he's getting pretty worse. He's starting to lose shots, which had me concerned. The atmosphere in the room had just taken a 180 and out of the blue, they just left. I went to the bathroom for 1 second and the next second, they were just gone. That marks the second time they left, which I didn't care because I assumed that they'd return once the pizza had arrived. But it wasn't until 10 minutes later that I got the phone call. And in my gut, I kind of knew what was going on because the strange behavior, the fact that you have to call me when instead you can just show up because my dad already knows you're here, only leads to one thing. And I begged for it not to be, but the phone call went a little like this. Yo,
Gio.
Yo, where you at? The pizza just arrived.
Yo, it's LeroniKo.
Yo, where the fuck are you?
Hey, I need you to come over, dog.
Why? What happened?
Just come over, man. Just come over.
Why? What's going on?
Listen, don't talk. Just listen. I've got a confession to make.
What?
Man, I think I'm high.
What?
Dog, I'm so high I can see Jesus Christ from here. Hey, what's up, man?
Giovanni, ya llegó la pizza. Ahí voy. Bro, where the fuck are you serious?
I'm very serious, man.
What about Eddie? Is he high as well?
Hi, my G, this fool's gone, man. He gone.
You can't be serious, man.
I'm very serious, man. He had 4 gummy bears and 1 cookie. Oh, shit. He's a fucking legend, boss.
Boy, just stop fucking around. Tell me where I can find you.
Alright, Gio, just stop tripping, man.
Gotcha. I'm gonna head over there, dog.
Gio, please hurry. I think my dick is falling off.
Oh no! So basically what this meant was that Ice Cube and Eddie were high as a motherfucker in some random ass street in the middle of fuck knows where. Even though they knew that Eddie's dad was gonna show up and order us a pizza. He paid $60 for that pizza and it's just gonna go to waste. Come on, man, you guys know better. Well, what can you do, boss? What's done is done. So I told my dad that we were gonna go change the plans, we grabbed the pizza, and I goes on my way.
Now before I go any further, let's talk about the man, Eddie. 2 things you need to know about him. 1, Eddie has never tried the fire flower. So, since this is gonna be his first time, it's gonna hit him extremely hard. And 2, Eddie's mom is what I like to call a helicopter parent. Now, what this means is that they're constantly on his ass. They have to know what exactly he's doing, and for the situation that Eddie's in, this is not a good thing. Pretty much, she's overprotective as fuck. Now you know the reason why I was tripping? Let's get back to the story.
So I put in the street that Ice Cube gave me into my GPS, and it took me to a certain street in Vegas. You know, a street that people are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. They're doing those things that can get you in trouble. I drive past a couple of cars and I spot Ice Cube's truck. And I knew that I was gonna be both excited and nervous to see them. This was gonna be my first time seeing the, let's call it the fire flower. I'm not trying to get demonetized. Like my ass is monetized anyways. Oh yeah, we're gonna call it the fire flower. It's gonna be my first time I was gonna see the fire flower power up in effect. So I had no idea what to expect. So I look into the driver's side window and I see that Ice Cube and Eddie had both consumed that fire flower. Ice Cube I was not worried about since, you know, he'd done it before, plus he doesn't live with his parents. But Eddie, how do I say this? He ingested mega mushroom worth of power-ups, guys. I do not lie. I would not lie to you guys, but he looked like a fucking corpse in that bitch. He wouldn't respond to anything I asked, plus he was all twitchy and everything. So unfortunately for me, I was gonna have to babysit these guys for until the high wore off, and thus the longest hours
of my life began.
And things were going good for 15 minutes until I got a call. A call from a specific someone you don't want calling you at this specific time. Because if you tell them a specific truth, Eddie is going to be greeted home to a specific something.
So I had to bullshit my way out of the truth and just decided to tell her that we were watching a movie. And of course, she believed us. Why? Because in her mind, she thought that Ice Cube and I were good people. 1, a young man with 2 jobs making bank for his age. And the 2nd, chasing a dream that not many would consider. By the way, click that subscribe button.
Have you subscribed yet? Come on, man. It literally takes 5 seconds. Well, shit, man. Come on, hurry up. I worked on this video for fucking 2 weeks.
But if she knew what we had gotten Eddie into, it would not have been pretty, guys. I'm not gonna show you what she would have done. Now, the reason I was still panicking at this point, because this shouldn't have been an issue, but it was. I said that we were watching a movie, which means that I have undeniably started a timer. At this point, time was ticking, because let's say that an average movie lasts around an hour and 30 minutes. Eddie was only 5 minutes into the high, and we had another 3 hours to go, so it's not looking good. Oh man, I shake the camera. Oops, noob mistakes.
So the only choice I had was to wait, and that's what I did. I waited. I waited for 1 hour. I waited 2 hours. waited for 3 motherfucking hours. 3 goddamn hours we waited. And oh my god, and things were not looking good. Let me tell you what the situation looks like. As of right now, Ice Cube has gotten off his high, you know, because of his experience, and Eddie starts to sober up, but he's nowhere near the soberness level that he needs to be to avoid this ass whooping. But screw it. We decided to bring my dude home in the condition he's in, because again, time was ticking, so, you know, we risk it all.
So we hightail it over to the pharmacy to get Eddie some eye drops, and I get the phone call, you know? And I knew what this was gonna be about.
Gio, where are you with my son?
Sorry, Naomi, the movie just finished and we're on our way home. It was a long movie.
Bring him home. It's dangerous to be out this late at night.
I know, Naomi.
Pass the phone to Eddie. I need to speak to him.
I don't think you can do that. He's asleep.
I don't believe you. And what are you doing something you shouldn't be doing?
Oh, okay, I'll put him on the phone.
Hi, Mom. What's up? Hi.
You don't have any idea what time it is?
I know, Mom. I'll be home soon.
Where are you guys?
We're in the intersection of...
Alright, pass the phone back to Gio.
Oh, okay, Mom. Here you go, Gio.
Hello?
Alright, listen here, Gio. I need him back right now. Whatever you're doing, stop. I need you to bring him back.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean it. I mean in like 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes tops.
Yeah, we'll be there before then.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Ladies and gentlemen, the clock was ticking. So I give the eye drops to my boys, say goodbye to Ice Cube, and I dip it straight to Eddie's house. Eventually, I made it over the 30 minutes, but I managed to sneak him in, put him in bed, and I sneaked back out. And you want to know the best part? The best part was that Eddie's mom never found out about the high. So, it was all good.
Now, without a doubt, this was one of the most stressful moments in my life. But in the end, we pulled through. We pulled through because I'm a legend. Actually, no. We just got really lucky. I'm not gonna lie. But this event really taught us a lesson. Or did it? Probably not. Mistakes will be made. You know what? We're human. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Stay humble, stay awesome, stay connected. And yeah, it's been your boy LeroniKo. See you in the next one. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is your vlog. Anyway, I hope you guys got...
To protect the identity of the individuals, I will be using undercover names for these people so that you won't know who they are, people I know won't know who they are, and just to protect their fuck.
I can't tell you how, but because the reason I didn't see it. So, okay, let's see.
What happened? I'm not playing, I'm recording. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Let's see. Like that. Oh, what the hell? I thought I pressed the button.